Hi, so today we are going to learn about a very important topic, that is the congruency of the triangle. So before talking about the congruency, let's talk about why do we study congruence of the triangles. So in like professional sports equipments, you can see that some objects are very identical. Identical means same shape and the same size to maintain the transparency and the equality. Okay, similarly, when we are doing the architecture work, there is a need of congruency when we talk about the identical shape and the size. Okay, so congruency is something like when two objects having same shape and the same size, that is they are very much identical. When we are placing one object over other, so they will superimpose, they will perfectly fit onto each other. That's what we mean by the congruency. So congruency of the plane figures, look at these two objects. Look at the bangles. Are they having the same size and the same shape? Yes. Similar, you can see for the playing cards. They are exactly the same. They are exactly same. So objects or shapes which are identical to each others in such a way, when they superimpose, they exactly cover each other. Okay, so this is called the congruency figures. Similarly, with these flowers, they are of same size and shape with the same number of petals. So when we are going to just place one flower onto other, so they will exactly fit onto each other, they will exactly cover each other, so that we can say that both these flowers are congruent. Okay, look at these two figures. As we can see, both these figures are four-sided, but are they congruent? Do you think so? No, because as we can see over here, they cannot cover exactly each other. Okay, so they do not overlap each other perfectly, so they are known as non-congruent figures. Alright, so the plane figures which are identical to each other and can superimposed means, when I am just putting this hand over this hand, are they exactly covering each other? If yes, then they are congruent. Okay, so yes, these two plane figures are congruent to each other. Okay, so let's move ahead. Look at these two hearts, are they congruent? Yes, so when we are rotating one heart 180-degree, and then when we are placing on to other heart, they will exactly cover. So that's what we mean by the congruent figures. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, similar with this, these arrows. This arrow is congruent. What do you think? Okay, are they congruent? Yes. Yes, they are congruent to each other because it will perfectly fit onto the other arrow. But when we talk about these two circles, are they congruent? Yes. No, they are not congruent because yes, they are of the same shape, that is the circular shape, but the sizes are different. So both should be same for being a congruent figure. Okay, so this circle is not congruent. Alright, so congruency, we can talk about the congruency in the line segment as well. So if two line segment have same length, as we can see AB and CD having 6.3 centimeter as a length, that is AB is equal to CD. When we are placing AB over CD, it will just look like one line, isn't it? So AB and CD will look like one line. So yes, this is also congruent. So this is the congruency among the line segment. But when we are having two lines, like first is 2.5 centimeter and the second is like 4.2 centimeter. Okay, so are they congruent? Are they congruent? No, they are not congruent. Yes, they are of the same shape, but the sizes are different, lengths are different, so they are not congruent. Okay, yes, so next is the congruency of the angles. Congruency, in the congruency of the angles, only the measurement of the angle should be same. We don't need to look about the length of the arms. Okay, so angle ABC and angle XYZ both are 60 degree. Okay, so they would be congruent. All right. Yeah, so similar in the case of the congruency of the triangle also. Okay, so if the angles, all the angles, sides are equal, okay, like in the triangle XYZ and triangle MNO, or you can see if we are placing XYZ onto MNO, it will exactly cover each other. It means the angles and the sides of both the triangles are same. So that is the congruency of the triangle. It means both the triangles are congruent to each other, and you can see one sign over here, that is the sign of the congruency. It means they are congruent. Okay, so if two triangles are congruent, we can just represent like this. So triangle XYZ congruent to MNO, and if both triangles are congruent, we can say that the, like if XYZ congruent to MNO, it means the corresponding sides and the corresponding angles of both the triangles would be same. So that is all about the congruency of the triangle, and that there are like 4 or 5 criterias which will define that the how triangles are congruent. So we will talk about in the next video. So this is it for today. Thank you. I hope you understood. Thank you so much.